fool is now looking for new inspiration, a new path for his life. He comes across a man with a set of scales sitting in judgment of a case involving two brothers. One brother has inherited all his father's money and the other brother has nothing. I ask that all be given to me, the poor brother demands, not only because I have a better right to it, but because I will not be wasteful as he is. But the rich brother says, "It is rightfully mine, that's all that matters, not what I do with it." The judge listens, then awards half of the rich brother's inheritance to the poor brother. The fool thinks this is only fair, but neither brother is happy. The rich one hates losing half his wealth, and the poor one feels he should have got it all. "You were fair," the fool remarks to the judge. "Yes," says the judge, "I balanced the scales. With only half the inheritance, the rich one will stop being so wasteful, and the poor one will have as much as he needs. Even though they cannot see it, this judgment is good for both." The fool thinks on this, and he realises that he has spent his life achieving worldly ambitions and physical goods, but he has left his spiritual self to starve. It is no wonder he feels out of balance. He heads off dedicated to working hard to climb to a higher spiritual level. He will devote half his time and energy to his spiritual life now. The fool settles beneath a tree, intent on finding his spiritual self. He stays there for 9 days without eating or moving. On the 9th day, with no conscious thought of why, he climbs the tree and dangles from a branch upside down. Coins fall from his pockets, and as he watches them fall, he notices that his perspective of his world has changed. He hangs upside down, absorbing, seeing, observing, reflecting. It is a dazzling moment of clarity. Very soon he must right himself and act on what he has learned, but for now he is enjoying this spiritual moment. Having left the tree, the fool moves carefully. The air is cold. It is winter. He knows he has started on his spiritual journey, but he feels empty and sad, as if he has lost something. Before him he sees a skeleton, and he recognises it as death. As it stops before him, the fool asks, "Have I died?" And the skeleton answers, "Yes, in a way. You sacrificed your old world, your old self. Both are gone, dead." The fool weeps. Death continues. Mourning is natural, and you must deal with your loss before you can accept anything new. Keep in mind, however, that leaves must wither and fly from a tree's branches, leaving them bare before new green leaves appear. As death floats away, the fool sees the truth in these words. He too feels like a skeleton. All that he was has been stripped away. Thus he understands how all great transformations start. He is reborn by removing everything down to bare bone or soil, so that something new has room to grow. Recovering from his loss, the fool notices that he has so far been dealing with opposites, the two opposing sides of the scale of justice, the material and the spiritual world which he hung between, and life and death who he has just visited. Does one side always have to be surrendered to get the other? At this point he comes across a guiding angel, and with one foot on the earth and one foot in the water, this wonderful radiant angel pours water from one cup into another. This is the water of life. The guiding angel says, "Any oppositions, fire and water, man and woman, life and death, thesis and antithesis, can be made into a unified whole. And then the fool begins to understand that he is the one keeping his universe in separate compartments. All it takes to merge, the fool realises, is the right proportions, the right vessel, and enough faith.